Okay, good. There she going. Sometimes hard to tell. Laptop seems to be really slow. Well, it's been a fun morning. As I'm sure many people do not know, but some can assume, I support uh, fighting kids cancer, and there are a number of uh, kids that I support. Um, Prayers for Emily Janelle, Team Lily, and Gage's fight for leukemia. These kids have really touched my heart, and I've, taken on helping as much as I can. Buying books and shirts and gifts off their list to make their hospital stays tolerable. Donating to help with medical bills, what have you. I don't have a lot of money, but I got to give that. That's just I'm a dad, and I'm blessed because my daughter has grown up pretty healthy. Okay. Uh, and I remember she was about 3. I used to like to tickle her neck, and she would just giggle. One day, I tickled her neck, and I felt a lump in there, and I was like, "Oh shit, what could this be?" And so, I mean, to tell you how panic sets in, as a tough one. It turned out to be, a rather common thing. It was a thyroglossal duct cyst. It has to do with the remnants of when the child is born, the thyroid gland drops down into its normal position, and there is actually a band that thing travels down, and so it didn't completely dissolve, and it got a little cyst right there. They removed it and everything was fine. But see, these parents, they didn't get the kind of news that we got. We got the kind of news that says, there's a very high chance that your child ain't going to grow up. That's what they're being told when they hear this stuff. Because let me tell you, childhood cancer gets 3.8% of all money given to cancer for research. 3.8% for children. And look at here. They're the future. Okay? Us old people, man, it's fine to study the cancers and try to find cures, but these people need to be dedicating a lot more money to saving our future generations and not spending 96.2% on old people. I mean, this makes no sense. It's like a lot of crap in this world makes no sense. Now, this all started out, and I know some people, I don't know, they don't believe what I believe. All right. I believe in the Creator, and I believe in that Creator's Son, and what, and the Creator's Holy Spirit. I also believe that there are souls that the Creator loves so much that He has a specific purpose for these souls, and those purposes were never to stay here, but they were to provide a light through, whether it be a very brief existence or however long they're on this earth, they were put here to provide a light for people to follow. One such individual is a little bitty baby girl named Lennon Marguerite Walther. And I do not know to this day how that little girl was able to just, and again, you got to understand, it's a meeting of the souls. I had no idea this child even existed, man. You know, I just, it's difficult to explain. A friend of mine had posted something about Lifted Up Lennon. And normally, I don't travel to those pages. Well, there's enough stuff in our lives and in the world that, we don't need to be adding stuff to it, but I couldn't not go. And once I did, I was struck. And since that day, Lennon has not been out of my heart or mind. Okay, and she means an awful lot to me. And Lennon is. Okay, Lennon was. Yeah, she didn't make it. She didn't even make it to 3 months. Okay, but Lennon is a very powerful force. And for those of you who are just curious enough about it, go to her Facebook page, Lifting Up Lennon, and read her story. Understand, there was more to that baby girl than just a sick baby girl. Far be it from me to push that on anybody. But you go take a look and see. There ain't power in that little girl's eyes and in her soul. And if it be the will of the Creator, the Spirit will let you know what to do. But ever since then, she has been in my heart, and the things that I do in her honor. Okay? And I've met her mama, a very brave and courageous lady. She has a very sensitive soul, but man, I'm going to tell you, I've not seen courage in somebody that I've seen in her in a very long time. So the point to this post is to let y'all know that no matter what your troubles are, all right, whether you offended at your neighborhood committee, or you had water in your house in the floods, or what have you, there's always somebody in worse shape. All right? And when you're a little bitty child and you're spending your days, as little Lily Bumpus puts it, behind the glass, and you ain't lived much of your life outside the glass, holy smoke, that to me is worth fighting for. Because you can fix your home, okay, and you can elect new boards, but you can't elect a new child. And if the powers that be, the federal government, the cancer programs, and all these charities that are run by mega boards and administrators making thousands and thousands of dollars a year, and we know how they're pilfering money out of these things, and very little of the money actually goes to the kids. You start looking for the foundations that are run by 1 or 2 people, and everything goes to those kids. Okay, that's Team Lily Foundation, and that's LennonAid.org. These places are run by the mamas and 1 or 2 trusted friends, and that's it. That money goes to them families. So consider, when you want to help, put your money directly into the process. Okay? Now, Lena's mama is named Marcy, and Lily's mama is named Trish. And these ladies work, I can't begin to tell you how hard, okay, to get money to the families, to the kids, to lobby for more cancer money, but they need us to participate. Call your representatives, your senators, call and put pressure on the cancer research foundations, okay? And some of that's being done at our state universities. Call and put pressure on them. Right? I don't care what you do. Just do something. That way they know that there's more than just a few thousand people out here that have a grievance, that they're seeing millions of people with a grievance. You know, man, childhood cancer, I said, well, that's rare. No, man. And if you want to look at the total truth of something, what are the chances that your child might get cancer? Understand this. They either will or they won't. And that makes it a 50-50 deal. All right? Don't wait for it to be yours. Don't wait for it to be yours. All right, then. I appreciate y'all listening to my rant on this. It's an extremely important thing to me, and I just wish other people who were out there it would become important to them, and then they would make it important to other people, and a big chain would start up here around this country, man. If we could get something done and get some real research in the works for these kids, because this is our future, man. This is our future. All right? When they stop arguing about conservative and liberal and, you know, all this paranoid thinking somebody's stealing money or you know, got graft and corruption. Because I'm going to tell you what, political process, all them people, they crooked. All of them is. Don't take sides. I mean, that's choosing one criminal over another. Now, what we need to do is stick together as Americans. And when a illness is threatening our children, and the people that got the money are spending it on the old people and not helping the generation behind us, you know, our dusk is their dawn. Let's see that they get a sunrise.